Hey Pamplin, hey Virginia Tech. My name is Broyles, and I have had the absolute honor and privilege of serving as one of two marketing department associates for Pamplin College of Business Marketing Department here at Virginia Tech for the last 2 years. So I'm graduated. I'm no longer a student at Virginia Tech, and that is bittersweet. But before I sign off for the last time, I want to just leave you with a couple words of wisdom that I've gleaned over the years as a student at Tech, from professors, from being at Tech. You pick up things as you go. And the first thing I'll leave you with is to always love people and respect people, and put emphasis and intentionality on relationships before anything else. Money will come and go. It's very disposable. It's very temporary. But when all that leaves, if you have no one in your life, if you haven't invested in relationships and in people, you'll be alone, and no one wants to be alone. And so I challenge you, and I think it's so important, above anything else, you take from this message. It is to invest in, the people that you care about, and love them and hang on to them and check in with them and spend time with them, spend energy and invest in building those relationships, because you never know when you're going to need them in life, and they never know when they're going to need you in their life. And that's what a friendship is, right? When you need them, they're there. When they need you, you're also there and you show up. Now, in terms of all people, obviously you're not going to love everyone. You're not going to get along with everyone in that capacity. But I do challenge you just to respect everyone, right? Everyone, no matter what their race, religion, ideologies, perspectives, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everyone deserves respect. They deserve your absolute undivided respect as a human, right? It doesn't matter if you disagree on religion or politics. None of that matters. I challenge you, respect people, and every day you walk through Pamplin or walk around Tech, just smile. Smile at people. And I challenge you to do one thing. As you walk, at least once a day, give a compliment. If you see some shoes that look cool, say that they have cool shoes. If you see someone got a haircut, say they got a haircut. You never know what that small little encouragement is going to be. And so I challenge you to love the people that are close to you, and love every day with them, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow, and invest in those relationships. Respect everyone on campus. Smile at them. Give a compliment a day minimum, because you never know what the impact is going to be. And the last thing I'll leave you with, the second piece of advice that I'll leave you with, is to never settle, right? Never settle for a job because it's a job, and you're scared you're not going to get another one. Never settle for a class or a professor because Canvas said, or Hokey Spa said that it was the right match for you. Like, never settle for something if it's not going to make you happy. If you think it could be done better. The way that the politics are today, if you don't like them, vote. If you don't like them, advocate. The way that a class is, if you don't like it, switch out of it. Why suffer for a semester if you're not going to be happy? If you don't get a job that you like, why waste 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week being miserable? Don't. It's always a choice. So if you don't like where you are in life, or who you are in life, or fill in the blank thing, then don't settle for it. Don't settle for the way that things are just because they're good enough and it's working. Why be good enough when you can be great enough, right? Like, there's no reason why you should settle when you can always become a better version of yourself. And that's what you should be doing, right? You should always be becoming, continuously over time, working and putting energy into becoming a better version of yourself. You should always be asking questions, staying open, staying curious, because the minute that you think that you know everything is the minute that you are shorting yourself of experiencing everything. Right? So if you don't know something, ask the question, right? Stay curious. Ask why things are the way they are. Ask how the machine works. And don't just say, oh, well, that's how it works and that's okay. Don't settle for that. Ask the questions. Stay curious. Because when you ask the questions and you remain curious, you gain knowledge. And knowledge is power, and it's free. And once you have it, and it's all around you. And once you have it, it's yours. And there's a special transaction that happens when you dispel that knowledge that you have onto someone else and get them excited about whatever you're talking about or you're excited about, right? Like, that's what knowledge is. And so you should always be asking questions, staying curious, and not staying stagnant in this way that things are. It's, again, never settle, never be okay with how things are, always ask questions as to how things could be, right? Your crazy question that you think is silly could be the thing that changes the world. You never know. I mean, seriously. So love people, respect people, and always stay curious and never settle. Okay, my last piece of wisdom, and I'd be very off-brand if I did not mention this, is to never, under any circumstances, stop thinking bigger, bolder, and brighter. Never stop dreaming big. Never let anyone tell you not to dream big. And never forget to take risks. Never be scared to take risks, because you never know when they're going to pay off. And if they don't, that's okay. Failing is a part of growing. So to succeed, you have to fail. You know, you're not going to go into something and be perfect, and that's okay. So always dream big. Always dream big. Always be bold and take challenges and take risks, right? Don't be afraid to go off and try something new and fail and be okay with that. And then my favorite one of these is brighter. Always leave where you are, and always work to leave where you are better than when you found it, for all the people, all the generations that are coming behind you. If we all do that, if we all, before we leave something, make it better, then it becomes this continuous loop of improvement. And that's what I think we should all be striving for, right? We all want to make things better and improve things and change the world, right? At least I hope, right? So that's my last piece of advice. Always dream big, always be bold, and always leave where you are as bright as you can for everyone walking behind you. All those Hokies that cheered you on, that created a great space for you, now it's your turn to create a great space for all those Hokies back there who are waiting to be right where you are. Now it's your turn to give back. Okay, so that's my challenge. Never stop thinking bigger, bolder, and brighter. Do that for me, okay? Pamplin, College of Business, Marketing, thank you for an incredible 3 years of my life. It has changed my life. It will forever be a part of my life, and there's no amount of money that can repay the experience and the knowledge that I have learned and gained from being on campus. Thank you, Professor Donna Werdelich, for investing in me as one of your own, never giving up on me, and loving me when things were good and when they weren't good. You were always on the front row of the bleachers, cheering me on. You never questioned it. So thank you, love all of you. Enjoy the time you have in college. Enjoy the time you have in Pamplin. Take advantage of all the opportunities that Pamplin throws at you and that Tech throws at you. Say yes to as many things as you can. And just soak up the memories. It goes so fast, and before you know it, you'll be walking across the stage and you won't even know what hit you. You walk across the stage and it'll be over. So just live it up as much as you can. Learn everything you can. And have a blast, because you're on one of the best campuses in the country. So with that, I will say thank you to everyone. It's been a blessing and an honor. And of course, go Hokies.